was a rainy night when Daniel first arrived at the old Whitmore estate. The mansion had been abandoned for decades, its walls eaten away by ivy, its windows dark and hollow like empty eyes. Locals whispered about it, saying anyone who spent a night there never came back the same, or sometimes never came back at all. But Daniel, a young journalist with a thirst for the supernatural, didn't believe in ghost stories. He thought the legends were just marketing for thrill seekers. He parked his car on the cracked driveway and stepped out, the rain soaking his coat instantly. The heavy wooden door groaned as he pushed it open, and the smell of damp wood and decay hit him. His flashlight flickered across peeling wallpaper, broken furniture, and shattered mirrors. Everything was silent, except for the soft patter of rain outside. Then he heard it, a faint whisper, so soft he thought he imagined it. "Daniel!" He froze, his heart pounding. "Who's there?" he called, trying to keep his voice steady. But the house answered only with silence. Shaking his head, he laughed nervously. "Get a grip, Daniel," he continued, heading toward the grand staircase. As he climbed the steps, the whispers returned, louder this time, weaving through the air like smoke. "Leave before it's too late." Daniel's rational mind told him it was just the wind or the old house settling, but the chill running down his spine said otherwise. Reaching the second floor, he found a hallway lined with doors, all slightly ajar. One door at the very end seemed different, untouched by decay, its paint pristine, almost glowing in the dim flashlight. Curiosity overcame him. He pushed it open. The room was empty, except for an old rocking chair in the center. Daniel's voice caught in his throat. Then he heard the whisper again, right behind him. "Do you see me?" Spinning around, he saw nothing. The room felt smaller, like the walls themselves were pressing in. The air was thick, heavy with a strange, metallic smell. The rocking chair stopped abruptly. Daniel's camera beeped, low battery. He cursed under his breath and went to check his bag. When he looked back, the chair was gone. Panic rose in his chest. He ran to the door, but it slammed shut on its own. The whispers grew louder, overlapping, echoing. "Daniel! Daniel! Leave!" He noticed faint handprints forming on the wall, glowing slightly in the dark. They weren't human. Elongated fingers, uneven, claw-like, climbing from the floor toward the ceiling. Breathing hard, Daniel stumbled backward. His flashlight fell, and in that brief illumination, he saw her. A young girl, pale as porcelain, eyes hollow and dark, mouth frozen in a silent scream. "Help me!" He scrambled to pick up the flashlight. She vanished, but the whispers continued, surrounding him from every direction. "You shouldn't be here! You shouldn't be here!" Daniel tried to run, but the hallway stretched infinitely. Doors that were once closed now opened into dark voids. Shadows moved within them. He stumbled into a room filled with mirrors. Each reflection showed him differently, sometimes older, sometimes younger, sometimes not him at all. In one mirror, he saw the girl again, closer this time, her hand reaching out through the glass. "Daniel!" Something grabbed his ankle. He fell hard, scraping his hands across the floor. Dozens of tiny, pale hands emerged from the floorboards, clutching at him. The whispers screamed, a chorus of anguish. Daniel crawled toward a door at the far end, heart hammering, mind screaming. He burst into the attic, rain pouring through broken windows. In the center, he found an old diary. Its pages brittle, but the handwriting was clear. I tried to protect them. I tried, but the shadows, they never let us go. They take what they want, and they whisper our names until we answer. A cold wind blew through the attic. Daniel felt a hand on his shoulder. He spun around. Nothing. In the corner, the shadows began to gather, forming a shape taller than any human. Their eyes glowed red, and a voice that was not human spoke. "You heard us. You came. Now you belong." Daniel ran, dove through a window, cutting his leg on the jagged glass. He landed in the wet grass outside. The whispers followed, faint now, like a distant echo. Driving away, he looked in the rearview mirror. The mansion stood silent, empty, or so it seemed. Then, in one of the top windows, a pale face appeared. She smiled just for a moment and vanished. Daniel never returned to journalism. He never spoke of what happened, but sometimes, late at night, he would hear a whisper through the rain, "Daniel," and he would know that the shadows were still waiting, patient, endless, and hungry for the next curious soul.